Welcome back. Okay, you know, some people think that eating healthy isn't easy. They're wrong. And if you're looking for a way to breathe new life into your salad, you're going to want to pay attention to this next segment. Chef Joey with oil and vinegar has a recipe that will change the way you see veggies. And Stephen Michael Casada from Breaking Bad wanted to come in the kitchen and see what we were doing.
I love food.
So, Joey, show us what you're making today. What is this recipe?
Well, I'm doing a quinoa salad. I know quinoa seems like it's the food du jour with everybody, but I'm going to add a little twist to it. And the biggest thing, the complaint I get about quinoa is it just doesn't have any flavor, okay? Which is so healthy for you with all the proteins and all the natural proteins and everything, but you really have to embellish it. You really do to really get that, pull that flavor out.
I love that quinoa is kind of mainstream now.
It's,
you know, it used to be just rice as a grain, and this is...
Especially for people like me that are gluten intolerant, it's a wonderful little substitute to rice and potatoes and all that sort of thing.
Stephen, you said your wife is kind of does the gluten-free thing.
Yeah, she's doing the gluten-free thing, and it's because it's, you know, it's about her health. It's not a matter of a choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so the way we're going to embellish the quinoa is with oils and vinegars from our store in Waters Creek. Oil and vinegar, hence the name. So what I have right now is I have some little asparagus tips that I've just kind of sauteed down. I've got some little Asian spinach that I'm going to add to it.
Talk about the Asian spinach, because I looked at it and I asked you if it was like collard greens or mustard greens, because it's like it's a thick leaf.
It's a little bit thicker, exactly, because I'm using basil and using herbs, and so I wanted something that was going to kind of hold up into the salad. I don't like a salad that's all mushy and it just doesn't have any texture. I like to bite into something and have different types of texture. So I've got our spinach and our asparagus going. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. And while this is cooking down, Miss Lisa, I'm going to have you make our vinaigrette.
Right on. I
know you're a big foodie, and I also know that people, you know, they get so intimidated by all these like vinaigrettes and what do I do and how do I make it. The traditional ratio is 3-to-1 oil to vinegar.
Okay.
But I think you should do it however you like it. I personally like lots more vinegar because I like that sour, sweet kind of flavor.
I do too, just from a healthier perspective. I would rather more vinegar than oil. But I'll tell you something, I don't cook with a lot of vinegar. And I think you're going to like change that for me.
Well, I am going to change that. So here we have an elderflower apple lime vinegar. Ooh. I know, totally something different. So if you'll put as much as you like in that bowl. Okay. And the oil that we're using today is a Bonsecco. It's an Italian, northern Italian oil.
Forever.
And is it coming as so? I would just here. Let me grab the thing. Sometimes it always doesn't work on my TV. So go ahead, you can go ahead and put the oil in, and then we're going to create the emulsion by adding a little bit of honey and some herbs. Okay. It's funny because I teach a lot of classes at actually at Oil and Vinegar and Market Street, and I always talk about creating these emulsions. And I was doing a class the other day, and I was put a little bit of honey in there. Stephen, if you would, come over here, and we have our other ingredients. We have some carrots, we have pistachios, and some craisins. Okay. If you would just go ahead and dump that into our quinoa, that'd be great, sir.
All right. All of it?
All of it, you bet.
We have a proportion already.
So I was doing a class the other night, and I was talking about creating an emulsion where I'm forcing this liquid and this oil together, and I think I had a Spanish speaker in there, and at some point, she was every time I said emulsion, she got a big smile on her face. At the end of the class, she goes, I love it when you're talking about creating the emotion. She thought I was saying emotion, so emulsion. So it all worked out. She enjoyed the emulsion and the emotion.
So we're running out of time here. Real quickly, how do you mix this all together?
Okay, we have our asparagus and our grains.
There's your
vinaigrette. Throw our basil right in there.
Okay.
Just like that.
Oh, this is so good. This is right up my alley, by the way, as far as the stuff that I like to eat.
You got it there.
Chef Joey, thank you so much. And we are going to post this delicious recipe on our website so that you can try your hand at making it at home. And Chef Joey returns next hour with another dish that you don't want to miss. Log on to get more details at thebroadcasttv.com. Click on today's links. Okay, when we come back, we are talking live with the ultimate weather guru, Jim Cantore. Don't go away.